Hello everyone, this is Himanshu Kashyap, a student from Ateneus Woodpecker batch, and today I'll be demonstrating my second milestone project, which is Mesh Solver. As shown over here, the main aim of this project is to build a Python project that runs as a command line tool. So basically, it should contain an input file as shown over here in input file.txt. This this is an input matrix of ones and zeros. This input matrix can be square matrix or a rectangle matrix as well. Means we can set the number of rows and columns as same, or they can be different as well. So here we have written ones and zeros as I said earlier. So we need to define source and destination as position of the matrix. Say we have 0 0 in the beginning and 5 comma 5 at the end for this particular matrix. And we need to check whether the path exists between the given source and destination or not, and we can move to the right or the bottom, but we can't move diagonally. So if the path exists, we need to write that path in the output file as shown with the help of zeros and ones as shown in the output file.txt. So yeah, coming back to readme file. So how I'm gonna solve this problem? So firstly, I'm gonna read the input file.txt. There I will be getting that input matrix in the form of strings. I'll be converting those strings into an 2D array, and then I'll be getting all the ones and creating a graph with the help of those ones. Then I'll be checking whether the path exists with the given source and destination or not using BFS. And if the path exists, then I'll be applying in greedy algorithm Dijkstra in order to get the shortest path between source and destination. And the concept used to implement these solutions are file handling to check to read the input file and to write in the output file.txt. Then we have graph, as I said earlier, and also the BFS and Dijkstra. So the main, basically the main, this folder contains 4 files. One is input file.txt where our input will be written, our output file.txt where we have to operate on our input and we have to write our output. Meshsolver.py which includes the code, and write.py just to write the input into the input matrix, just to make the project a bit dynamic instead of hard coded. So yeah, coming back to meshsolver.py. So we have imported two modules, rpass to implement the command line tool, and meshsolver.hk. It is an custom pip module which I have created, and it basically contains 4 functions. It has a class graph, and that includes 4 functions. One is add edges. Add edges will take 2 nodes as set of position of matrix, and it will be establishing the connection between those 2 nodes. The path exist is basically the breadth first search, and let's just discuss a bit about breadth first search. So for breadth first search, we start from one node and we travel to the all the nodes of the graphs. So in this way, we will be able to check whether the path exists between source and destination or not. So let's say we are starting from node 0. So we will be having two things. One is a queue array and other is a list of visited. So initially the queue array will be empty, and the list, in the list we will be defining the nodes as the key and their value as false, means they are not visited. Okay, so let's start from 0. Firstly we will collect 0 and we will be appending it to the queue, and then we will loop through each element. We will iterate through each element connected to the 0, and we will be appending it to the queue as well. So firstly we will be appending 0 to the queue and marking 0 as visited as true as shown over here, and then we will be iterating through each element that is each node that is connected to the 0, that is 1 and 7. We will be appending this to the queue, but before that we will be dequeuing or removing the 0 from the queue. So yeah, now we will be dequeuing 0 and enqueuing 1 and 7 and marking them as visited. Now we will be like we have firstly added 1 and then 7. Now firstly we will be dequeuing our 1 and then we will be visiting all the elements which are connected to the 1 and those are not in the queue. So we have 2 and 7 connected to the 1, but 7 is already in the queue, so we will be not enqueuing it. We will be just enqueuing 2 only. So in our queue, we will be having 7, 2 and 0, 1, 7, 2 as visited as true. Now we will be dequeuing 7 and we will be visiting all the element connected to the 7. Those are 8 and 6. Now we will be dequeuing 7 and adding 8 and 6 to the queue. We have at position 0 present 2. So we will be enqueuing the element of 2 which are 3 and 5 and we will be dequeuing 2. And in the queue we have 8, 6, 3 and 5. In this manner, suppose we want to check whether the path exists between 0 and 5. So we will be enqueuing 3 and 5 and when we will be proceeding with our process of dequeuing element. If our dequeued element, we will be check whether our dequeued element is equals to our destination or not. If it is equals to our destination, we will be returning true, which means the path exists between source and destination. And this way our BFS will work. Same for Dijkstra. Now coming back to the concepts of Dijkstra, suppose we have graph figure 2 and here also we can start from any node. So here we will be like creating tables. Here we will be basically having two dictionaries. One is shortest distance and one is previous vertex. And initially we will be assigning the distance between source to source and 0 and rest of the vertices as infinite or a very large value, say 10 to the power 9 as shown in figure. So let's say I am starting from A and I need to check the shortest path between A and C, or else it will be giving me the minimum distance between source and to all the nodes and their previous vertices as well. So let's say I am starting from A. So I'll be initially assigning distance between A and A as 0 and rest of the distances as 10 to the power 9. And when I'll be traversing through all the connected node of A, which are B and D, and their previous distances initially be 6 and 1 and their previous node will be A. So here in table, we can see we have B as 6 and D as 1 and their previous vertices are updated as A. Now we will be check which is the least or minimum distance between 6 and 1. So we have 1. So we will be selecting our next node as D. Now we will be traveling all the nodes of D, connected nodes at D. And if somehow we got the node which we have already updated and the new distance between the current node, the currently visited node and the uh, earlier present distance is less than the current distance. So we will be updating that. Suppose for coming to the B from A, we have minimum distance as 6. And from coming to A to B via D, we have minimum distance as 3. So we will again be updating B with minimum distance as 3 and previous vertex as B. Now we have this as 3 and E as 1. So between 3 and 1, we will be choosing E, and E is connected to B and C. And when we came to B via E, we have distance as 4, and from here we have distance as 3. So we will not be updating this, but from to C, we have distance as 1 plus 1, 2 plus 5 as 7. So we will be updating that. So we can see over here, we have we are visiting to B via D, and we are visiting to C via E with the distance of 7. So in this way, all the nodes are set as visited, and their minimum distance with their previous nodes are assigned to them. So in the source to destination function, which is written in the init.py, we are firstly checking whether the path exists between source and destination or not. If the path exists, we will be applying Dijkstra. So via Dijkstra, we will be getting a set of a dictionary of metrics with the current node and their previous vertex with minimum distance. So we will be like backtracking. We will be starting from our destination, and we will be checking their previous nodes. If our previous node becomes equals to our source node, we will be returning our source to destination array, which will include those positions only which will create the shortest path between source to destination. So yes, now coming back to input.txt, let's run this project. So we have this input matrix, and let's say we want to check whether the path exists between 0, 0 and 5, 5 or not. So yes, we are here. So we have this matrix. Let's just remove it first. We have nothing written in the output file.txt. When I run this command, we have default value set as starting node of starting column, and destination as last row of last column. So yeah, there is a path exists, and we have single path written over here with the shortest distance. Or I want to find the source from 0, 0 to 4, 3. So yes, the path exists, and it will be printing till 4, 3 only. Suppose if I am providing a node where the path doesn't exist, say 4, 4, so it will be printing as -1, which means path doesn't exist, as shown over here. If I run this command again with the default value, it is giving me as it is setting the default value of source as 0, 0 and destination as 5, 5. So thank you guys for attending the session, and this is all about my project. Thank you all.